All right, boys and girls, welcome to another week of Virtual Hebrew School. And we are so excited to have all of you from all over the world. Now, boys and girls, I want to know where you're logging in from. So what I'm going to do is when I count to 3, I want you to say the name of your Hebrew school and where you're from. So for example, I would say the Chai Center from New York, okay? So when I say 3, you say the name of your Hebrew school and where you're from. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That was good, but you could be much louder, much better now. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3. All right, wow. I can't believe there are so many of you here from all over the world, and I'm so excited that you have joined us today. Now, boys and girls, it's time to go into class and find out who your teacher is. But before we do that, I want to tell you something. Today's lesson is amazing, and there's so much to learn and so much to do in such a short amount of time. So make sure you listen up, and let's go into your class and find out who your teacher is. All right, boys and girls in grades 3 through 5, it's time to go into class. Now, you have a teacher that is world-renowned, and everybody wants her to teach them. Only you guys get her. So make sure you're paying attention. Let's listen to Mara Javi. Mara Javi, it's all yours.
Our bodies may look different. We all have different skills and different challenges. Some of us are old, some young. But inside each of us, there's a small part that is the same. Inside each of us, there is a piece of Hashem, a soul, or in Hebrew, neshama.
It is the long-awaited day, and the world will know my talent. That's right. Today's the talent show, and I am going to be teaching juggling. Now, wait, 1 second. What's Rose doing over there? Can you guys see her? She doesn't look too happy. I mean, I wonder what's bothering her. I should really ask her, but the truth is, she's not my crowd. Like, look how she's dressed. We dress totally differently. And not just that, she just doesn't hang out with the same crowd as I do. I mean, I'm friends with the girls who like to play jump rope at recess, and she is totally not part of that group. She likes to just sit and chat. And this is the real reason why I can't help her. You see, she is on the girls' basketball team, and I am on the girls' volleyball team. And those teams they don't click. So, I mean, there's just not that much in common.
Things that make us different. She plays different sports than me. She dresses kind of funny. She's not part of my group of friends. Things that make us similar. We all have a part of Hashem in us, our neshama, our soul. What will I focus on?
Well, if she's a part of me and I'm a part of her and we're all a part of Hashem, then I really should help her out. Hey Rose, how's it going? Hi. I wasn't sure. Did you have anything planned for the talent show today? I'm glad you asked. I actually forgot my talent. Oh, great, because I don't actually know how to juggle, and I submitted that as my talent for the talent show, so maybe we could fake it together. I'd love to. Hi guys, so I'm just doing some shopping for my mom, and she asked me to get some canned carrots. I didn't even know carrots come in cans. Hey, take a look over there. There's a lady. She's kind of older, and she's got like a whole situation going on. It's such a shame. Here, take a look. She looks like she dropped all of those cans on the floor. I mean, I should help her, but like, I don't know her. And what's more than that, she's an old lady. I mean, old. And I have nothing to do with old ladies. I mean, I'm young. I should help her, but we just don't have a lot in common. I'm just gonna keep finding those canned carrots and pretend I didn't notice. Okay, guys, I'm having a little bit of a dilemma. I mean, she's having a really hard time with her cans. What do you think I should do? What do you guys think? Should I help her? Should I focus on what keeps us different? Or should I take a look at what makes us similar?
Things that make us different. She's old. I don't really know her. She dropped it. I didn't. Things that make us similar. We all have a part of Hashem in us. Our neshama, our soul.
If she's a part of me, and I'm a part of her, and we're all a part of Hashem, then I should really help her out. Hi, ma'am. Can I help you with those cans?
Thank you so much, dearie. I could not have done it without you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mora Javi, and welcome to my lesson. Let's play a little game. What do these people have in common? Outwardly, just looking at them, not much. And sometimes we allow that to divide us. We look at other people and we say, they're so different from us. Why should I go out of my way for them? They are so different than me. What do we even have in common? Why should I go the extra mile? Well, that's because we're focused on the wrong thing. Let's shift our focus for a moment. Let's take a look at some of those pictures that I played at the way beginning.
If we look at these same pictures, after we've learned about the soul, things have shifted. Look at each picture. Do you see people differently? Is the outside still so important? Are you thinking about their souls? This changing of the way that you look at things is going to help you have something called Ahavat Yisrael, loving your fellow Jew.
Let me help you visualize that for a second. So does everyone have 2 cups and some water? Let's take a look. Here are my cups. I've got 2 cups and some water, and each cup is filled with water. And really, all this water wants to do is to connect. So try your best to telepathically, or whatever the right word is, transport the water from one cup to the other. Let's go. Come on. What's the problem? What's getting in the way? That's right. It's the container. The containers are getting in the way of the water connecting. Now, if we would just remove the containers, the waters would be able to connect all on their own. So it's only the containers that are really getting in the way of the water connecting. We all have our own containers, and our containers hold the neshama, the soul. But the containers are different. The containers are kind of like the body, right? So just like the cup that stops the water from connecting, our containers, our bodies sometimes stop our souls from connecting. Can you imagine things that make you different from somebody else? Let's think about it. Exactly. You can have a different look than someone else. You can speak a different language than someone else. You can come from a different country than someone. What else? Can you think of an example? There are so many things that when you look at a person look different. But when we get rid of the container, just like when we took the cup and we just poured out, we got rid of the cup, we got rid of the container, forget about the things that make us different. When we focus on what makes us similar, that's how we're able to connect. Let me tell you something personal here for a minute. My father, here's a picture of him, and my uncle, here's a picture of him, are both adopted. Now, tell me, do they look anything alike? I don't think so either. My uncle's a tall guy with dark skin. My father's a shorter man with white skin, a white beard. On the outside, they have nothing in common. And it's very funny when they come into a room and people find out that they're brothers, you see them starting to look at it and say, what do they have in common? Maybe they have the same ears or eyelashes or shoes. But to them, it doesn't matter. It's not about the differences in looks. It's about what makes them similar. They're part of one family. They have a soul that connects them, and that's the only thing that's important. So now, when you read the Torah and you hear the words "Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha," that you have to love your friend like you love yourself, you might think, wait a minute, I love myself. How is it possible for me to love her or him or her the same way that I love myself? Well, it's simple. They are just like you. They're part of that family. They have that soul the same way you do. They are part of God the same way you are. And when you realize that you have so much in common and that you are part of that family, part of that soul, what are you going to want to do? You're going to want to be extra kind and caring. You're going to help the old lady. You're going to help the friend in school because it's not about our differences. It's about what makes us similar. Can you think of any leaders that have showed us how to show real kindness to the people that we feel one with? I'll give you a hint. Okay, I'll give you 3 hints. Here are 3 things about him that you might know. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. Take a look at the hint. Who would this person be? These are 3 important things from his life. Good. His name is Abraham. He was the first person to recognize God. And after that, he just wanted to share the love with everyone. And so no matter where Abraham went, he was always hosting people in his home and sharing with others. Another person who showed us exemplary kindness was, ready? Here are the hints. 1, 2, 3. Do you know who this person would be? Correct. Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu, the leader of the Jewish people who took us out of Egypt. God had a choice. He could have chosen from any of the people in Egypt. He could have chosen someone who was super strong or someone who was, I don't know, what do you think makes a good leader? What God thought made a good leader was someone who was kind. Here's a little story about Moses. One day, as Moses was standing outside one of the pyramids in Egypt, he came across a Mitzri, an Egyptian, beating another Jew. Moshe could not bear to see his brother in so much pain. He risked his life to defend his brother and to get rid of the Egyptian. Why did he do this? Because he cared. He cared about his brother. He saw that he was being mistreated and he cared because he knew that even though he never saw the man before, even though he probably would never see him again, he was a part of him. He was a part of God, and they were one. And that is true love of a fellow Jew. Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha. To love your fellow just like you love yourself. Everyone can have Ahavat Yisrael. It's not reserved for our great leaders. Let me introduce you to a couple of kids who go out of their way to show extra kindness, extra love, extra Ahavat Yisrael. These are the people that are putting the neshama first, focusing on what's on the inside. Take a look.
Hi, my name is Jaden Levitt, and I am a teen volunteer for the Friendship Circle of Chabad San Diego. When I was 9 years old, I was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome and obsessive compulsive disorder. Despite the difficulties of overcoming the two of them, my family and my friends were very, very supportive and gave me lots of understanding and help. Ever since, I felt a moral obligation to give the same sort of respect and support to others facing difficulties of mental disabilities. That's why I joined the Friendship Circle. I currently see two kids. The first is a 9-year-old boy with autism, Asperger's, and ADHD. We play sports, we watch TV, hide and go seek, anything that he wants to do on his time. The second is a 15-year-old girl with cerebral palsy and several other muscle disorders. Despite the fact that she can't talk except through typing on an iPad, her mind is fully functional. And she's also a brilliant musician. So I go to her house, we play piano together, we write music, duets, and we just frankly talk about music.
My name is Esty Levin. I'm from Palo Alto, California, and I'm 11 years old.
So Esty has been helping Noel, and they've been playing together and walking together. And it's interesting because when Esty was a baby, Noel took care of Esty, and now Esty is helping taking care of Noel.
Her husband knows that whenever he needs to do anything, he could call me up and I'll watch her. I learned about her condition about 3 or 4 years ago. Sometimes it seems like she remembers me, like she'll call me, say, "Oh, you're my baby," or she really likes music. And every time she hears anything that music, she'll start humming along and just jumping with it. That's the one thing that she still really likes. Sometimes people think that when you do a chesed, it just affects the person that you're helping, but you have to realize that when you do a chesed, you get sometimes even more than the person that you're helping.
Every year, we do a mitzvah project, and for the past years, we've done the No Food Feast, socket, the No Food Feast. Even though that we have food and we can eat every day, some people can't do that. We put plates and cups, but we didn't actually eat anything, and we made cards, and all the money that we got when we sold them for $10, we would give it to Heifer International. For our project this year, we're raising money for a project called Socket, which is a soccer ball with an electric generator inside. A generator ball. That the company that makes Uncharted Play sends to people who live without electricity. People that don't have any electricity. You kick it around for half an hour, and then when you go home and plug it in, it gives you 3 hours of light. And it can make a lamp. And it can also power water sterilizers, hot plates. In the places that these people live, that when it gets dark, they have no light at all.
Wow, those kids really know how to have Ahavat Yisrael, love and kindness for others. Let's take a look at how we can have Ahavat Yisrael. I'd like to introduce you to the Mitzvah Project.
All right, boys and girls, we have an exciting new project that we are starting today, and we want you to be a part of it. Not only for you to be a part of it, but you have a chance to win a drone, a skateboard, or an Amazon gift card. So listen very carefully to how the project works. This project is called See Kids Care. Now, during this time, there are people that are working super hard to look after other people. And we appreciate that. And we want to show them how much we care and how much it means to us. So we've come up with some ideas that we can do as a family, as a See Kids family, to show them that we truly care. But not only that, we want you to come up with some ideas to share it with the world, to put the right hashtags, and you will enter into the raffle for these great prizes. Please watch this video.
While we are safe at home right now, There are people who go to work every day during this time. They are the ones who are making sure we have food and other necessities. They are the ones delivering our mail and packages. They are the ones caring for people in the hospitals. They are also the ones making sure we are safe. The Hebrew word for kindness is chesed, and these people are practicing chesed all day. Even though we are at home, we can still show appreciation to these essential workers. Here are some chesed ideas that you can do to show gratitude and love to those who are helping. Write cards for old age homes. Write a letter to your grandparents. Send cards to the doctors and nurses. Drop off a poster at your local hospitals. Send coffee or smoothies to one floor or ward in a hospital. Send coffee or treats to the first responders, firefighters, police, etc. Leave antibacterial wipes or Purell and a box of gloves for your mailman or trash collector. In addition to these suggestions, please come up with your own ideas and share them. Post photos and a description of what you are doing for others, and recognize their help on social media with the hashtag #SeeKidsCare and tag #SeeKids.
Hi guys, my name is Alan Berkowitz. I'm the chief of the Dix Hills Fire Department, and I hope you're all well at home. Remember to stay safe if you go out. Remember to wash your hands and wear a mask just like I am. Don't go out to meet friends in person, just with your family members and the people you live with right now. Keeping apart is hard, but it keeps people safe. I'm doing my part to make sure that people who get sick get the right care and treatment and get to the hospital.
I am doing my part by working as a student nurse in the hospitals, caring for sick patients and making sure that they get the right medicine and treatment to get better really, really soon. You can also do your part by saying a chapter of Tehillim, praying, or giving tzedakah in the person's honor. I hope you all have a great day.
Dr. Zatter here. We're so grateful to the Sea Kids for all the support to us doctors and nurses. We're so grateful for all the cards and the gifts that they're making us, and it's encouraging us to continue in this time of need. Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Thank you from the post office for all your kids. Thank you for all the kindness. We just got the gloves. Keep spreading the kindness. It helps us out a lot.
Hi, kids. I'm Grandma.
And I'm Grandpa.
We can't see our grandchildren, and there are many of us who are really lonely. We haven't seen our grandchildren for a long time, and we miss all of you. These cards that you will be making for us will bring so much happiness and joy to everybody who gets one. And we really appreciate all the love that you will give making them, as well as sending them to us. We are so pleased that you are doing this. You're really very special children for doing this. Thank you so much for all your chesed.
We have a message for all you awesome Sea Kids out there. My name is Lieutenant Steve Ryback, the kosher cop. And on behalf of all first responders, the nurses, the doctors, all the essential workers that are out there working hard to take care of you guys and to make sure that you guys are safe and healthy, we actually want to thank you. And we want to thank you because you're building a better world through your acts of kindness and chesed and all the goodness. And I want you to keep up the chesed. Oh, and don't forget, please post a picture of you doing your acts of kindness on social media with the hashtag #SeeKidsCare. Thank you so much, and be healthy and safe out there.
Remember when I was doing the recipe with you with all the different 7 ingredients and we said that we're making Ahavat Yisrael, we're making love for our fellow person? Well, I wasn't joking. We're actually going to make a real recipe today. Watch the screen and you'll see my friend teach you how to make really beautiful heart-shaped cookies. Take it away.
Hi guys, remember me?
I'm Aviva Jablon. I was your host for the Model Seder Journey. Today we're going to be making the most coolest, most amazing Ahavat Israel stained glass heart-shaped cookies. It's going to be so much fun, so let me pick up my hair and wash my hands. Remember, it's very important to wash our hands constantly these days. Alright guys, hands are clean, let's begin. Okay, here's what the ingredients that we'll be needing. We'll need half cup of butter, margarine at room temperature, half cup of sugar, 1 large egg, half teaspoon pure vanilla extract, 1.5 cup of flour, and a little flour on the side for dusting. Okay guys, don't forget the lollipops. You can use lollipops or hard candies. I'm using lollipops. They're called Dum Dums. And the colors that I chose was purple and red because I think they're really colorful. Okay guys, if you have a heart-shaped cookie cutter, large or small, you're off to a great start. If you don't worry at all. I'll tell you what to do. So we're gonna take margarine to keep it par, butter, half of cup, and we're gonna put it in here. I'm gonna take it and just put it in here. This is really cool, guys. You just need to do that. You just gotta go like that, you know. It's kind of hard, guys, to scrape it out because it's kind of sticky too. But just try not to make a mess at all. Okay. Now we're gonna take another half of cup of sugar, and that's a lot of sugar. So we're gonna just pour it in very, very slowly and gently too. Okay guys, now that we have the butter and sugar in the mixing bowl, we are ready to stir. Now, there we go. Okay, make sure you stir it really, really good and to make it smooth. Okay, so now, while that's mixing, we want to move on to the egg. Okay, so according to Jewish law, there's not supposed to be a red dot in the yolk because that will mean that it's not kosher. So here's how we check it out if it's not. Here's how we check if it is kosher. So all we do is we just crack the egg. There we go. You just crack the egg. And also make sure that you have a towel next to you to make sure that your hands are clean. Okay, there's nothing else in there. So now we just go like this, take your spatula and you just go like that. Make sure that no red dots are in there. There's no red dots in there, so that means it's kosher. Okay, great, that's so exciting. So now I think we pour it in here. Very, very carefully. Good. Now that should look like that. Okay guys, it's now time to put the flour in the mixing bowl, 1.5 cup. Okay guys, next step is pure vanilla extract. We're gonna mix it into this bowl. Now we wanna hold it over the bowl so we don't really, because we don't want to make a mess. We're just gonna put it on and there we go. Boy, does that smell good! Okay guys, it's now time to dust your work area with some flour. Don't be afraid to use a lot of flour. Okay, we're gonna put that aside, and then we're gonna take the dough and put it right in the middle of the flour that we just put. Okay, so now we're gonna start rolling it out. Another good tip I like to share is that I like to put some flour on my rolling pin too, so it doesn't get all sticky. Hey guys, I'm done rolling out my dough. It's now time to take our heart-shaped cookie cutters and cut out as many hearts as we could. And again, don't worry if you guys don't have any heart-shaped cookie cutters. You could just make them into circles and then make them into hearts. That'll be really, really cool. Let's do this all together. Be very careful while you're doing it too. Very gentle with it. Fill out all the cutout areas with 2/3 full of crushed candy. These look really, really good. Let me see yours. Wow, you guys are obviously pros. Ask a parent or supervisor to put these yummy looking delicious cookies in the oven for 12 to 15 hours. Just kidding, minutes! Until they are golden brown and the candy is melted. When your cookies come out of the oven, this is what they should look like. I really think that's awesome. And yes, they are. That's what I call the awesomest of cookies. Thank you guys really so much for baking with me. Sending lots of love to you and your family. When you guys say sending lots of love to you and your family, make your fingers into a heart and place them over your heart. Love you so much. Hope I see you again soon.
What? I'm up? Hey! Welcome back for the game show! So excited! Oh yes! Getting right to it, make sure you get yourself a pen and a paper so you can take down your score for today's game show. Moving on to our first round, and it's called Inside In. Get yourself your pen and your paper there. And I bet you've never been to an eatery where someone says, hey, can I get a green cup of lemonade and an orange cup of lemonade? Who cares about the cups? It's about what's inside. You guys have been learning today that although we all look different on the outside, but in the inside, we all have a shine in the sun where we're all connected. And therefore, we love each other and feel that closeness. Today, we're going to challenge you with the following challenge. You see those 4 cups? They look very different on the outside, but on the inside, which is what counts. Let's have a look. There's 2 cups that are chocolate, hot cocoa, and 2 that are lemonade. It's your job to remember which 2 are the hot cocoa and which 2 are the lemonade. So if I said, which 2 of these are the hot cocoa? You'll have to tell me, well, of course, it's number 4 and number 8. Okay, that was easy, but let's say we added 2 more cups. Okay, so now we've got 6 cups here, and I'll show you what's inside. 2 are orange juice, 2 is milk, 2 are hot cocoa. And you're gonna have to tell me, to take a good look at this. We turn it over. Now I'm gonna ask you, which 2 are milk? Say it out loud if you know the answer. And the answer is, of course, number 2 and number 8. If you said 2 and 8, give yourself 10 points on that score sheet. Now, which 2 of them are orange juice? You remember? Of course, it was numbers 3 and 4. If you said that, give yourself 10 points. Okay, you think it's easy? Well, look at this. We're gonna add 2 more cups for a total of 8 cups now. And I'm gonna give you a few seconds to look at what's inside those cups. Take a very, very good look, because don't get confused on what's on the outside. That's not what counts. And the inside is, of course, what counts. We're gonna start with another 10 points, and here we go. It is 2 orange juice, 2 grape juice, 2 lemonade, and 2 cups of milk. Don't get confused by the colors. It's about what's inside. I'll give you another moment. Memorize those drinks. All right, we're lifting up our drinks here. Give us the 2 cups of milk. Call it out if you know it. Which 2 have milk inside? And the answer is, of course, number 6 and number 8. If you said 6 and 8, 10 points for you. And which 2 of them have lemonade? Call it out. And the answer is number 2 and number 3. If you said 2 and 3, 10 points for you. Which, you know what? Let's add 2 more. We're up to 10 cups now. And these cups have 5 different drinks inside them. We've got grape juice, milk, lemonade, orange juice, and hot cocoa. Keep your eye, try to remember where everything is. What's the inside of each cup? Give you another few seconds here. Okay, we're flipping over our cups here. And which 2 cups have orange juice inside? Call it out if you remember. Which 2 cups have orange juice inside? And the answer is number 2 and number 7. If you said 2 and 7, 10 points for you. Which 2 cups have grape juice inside? Call it out if you know it. Grape juice. And the answer is numbers 5 and number 6. Remember those across. If you said 5 and 6, 10 points for you. Which two cups here have hot cocoa? You got this one. And the answer is, of course, number 8 and number 9. If you said 8 and 9, 10 points for you. Okay, I think we gotta mix this up again. I think you know this by heart already. Let's mix it up again here. It's a nice mix here. We'll give you a few moments to take this in. Memorize what's inside the cups. All right, you think you got this? Memorize where they all are. All right, flip them over. And I'm gonna ask you, which two have lemonade inside? Call it out. And the answer is number 4 and number 5. Did you see that? If you said it, give yourself 10 points. We're moving on to which two of them have grape juice inside. Call it out if you know it. And the answer is number 1 and number 10. Those two. And we're moving on to our next one. If you got that right, 10 points for you. Which two have orange juice inside? This is actually your final guess. Which one has orange juice? You got to say them both right to get your points. And the answer is number 2 and number 9 have orange juice. Thank you for joining me for the Inside In round. As you know, as we've learned today, really, with your friends, you're all the same. The inside of us is all exactly the same. Even though we look different on the outside, we're really all the same in the inside. We have that shining and this shine. Moving on to our next round, and this round is called Do You Know a Friend? Now this round goes as follows. You gotta start your round, you gotta start your round with drawing a quick tic-tac-toe board on your paper. It can be super small, that's okay. Now once you draw your tic-tac-toe board, you gotta put a circle in the middle. You're O, I'm the X. Okay, so you get to start in the middle there, and this is how it goes. Now, say I tell you, for that top center box, you have to tell me a friend who has the same color here as you in 10 seconds. If you can call out a friend with the same color here as you in 10 seconds, you get to put an O in that box. If not, you gotta put an X. That's mine. Okay. For each line that you get correct, each line that you get of O's, whether it's diagonal or it's across or it's down, you get 10 points. For our first item, our first question, is as follows. Do you have a friend who has the same name as you? Call it out if you have it. 10 seconds, super quick. Call out the name of a friend, first name, same name as you. Call it out. Before the buzzer, you gotta call it out. Time is up there. All right, if you got a friend with the same name as you, give yourself an O in that box. If not, give yourself an X. It's my X. Moving on to our next one, and this one is a friend who you've met. By mistake, you didn't expect to meet them, but you just bumped into them. Someone you knew, a friend about your age, not in school. 10 seconds. Call it out. You have to name a friend. Call it out. You get your O. I'm gonna beat you. I know it. All right. If you were able to say the name of a friend that you met by mistake outside of school, give yourself an O in that box. If not, an X. That's mine. Our next one is going to be a friend whose birthday is in the same month as yours. The same month as yours. 10 seconds. Could be the Hebrew month or the English month. Same month as yours. Friend whose birthday, same month as yours. All right, time is up. That buzzer ring. If you were to say it before the buzzer, 10 seconds. Move it. You put yourself an O in that box there. If not, an X. Moving on to our next one, and it is a friend who told you something that made you feel very good, warm inside. 10 seconds. Toughie. Say it out loud. Your buzzer is up. You gotta stop there. And O if you got it right. If not, give it an X. By now, I could get a full line. You can get 2 if you got them all right. Our next one is going to be a friend who either you sent to them or they sent to you a paper letter in the mail. 10 seconds. You gotta say it out loud. Name of a friend. All right, if you got it right, no, if not an X. By now, you can get 3 full lines there. Don't put down your points yet. We'll do it at the end. And the next one is, this is an interesting one. Which friend did you once wear the same thing as them? It could just be one article of clothing. It could be a jacket, anything. 10 seconds. The same socks, right? The same bow tie. The same keeper. All right, time is up. If you got it, a no, if not an X, right now I can have 2 full lines there. I think I may be beating you. I may not. I don't know. And this is our second to last one. A friend who has the same amount of siblings as you do. The same amount of brothers, same amount of sisters. 10 seconds. This is tough. All right, I've got 5 and 5, and I couldn't think of anyone, but the challenge was on you. If you thought of something with an O in that box, it's not an X, it's my box. And our final one is a friend who once lent something to you, or you once lent something to them. 10 seconds. Say it out loud, you guys say the name of that friend. All right, time is up. Put your O in there, you gotta count now. All of those lines across, up and down. If you got a full line of O's in any direction, you get 10 points for that line. You can get up to 80 points in this round. We'll give you a moment to quickly put together those points, and then we'll move on to our next round of trivia. In this round, you guys know how trivia goes. I ask a question, we'll give you 4 possible answers. You got to choose which answer you think is correct. And for our first question, it's a 20-point question, and it is, listen closely. The question is, what do we all have that makes us all connected? What connects us all? Is it that we're all being spotted by Google at all times? Is it because we all have an neshama inside a piece of Hashem? Is it because we all like ketchup, of course? Or is it because we all speak the same language? Now, I know we all like ketchup, but that's not the answer. The answer is we all have a neshama, a soul, a piece of Hashem inside of us. And by the way, not everyone likes ketchup. All right, next question. It's a 24 question. The question is, who said love your fellow as yourself is the entire Torah? Who said it? Is it Rabbi Akiva? Is it Moshe, Moses? Is it Mordechai? Or is it Donald Duck? No, and the answer is, I'm sure you got this one. It is Rabbi Akiva for 20 points to you. And our final question, 20-point question is, what character trait does a Jewish leader need to have? Tuffy, what did you learn today? Is it they have to be strong, physically strong? They have to be caring for their people? Is it that they have to be really smart? Or they have to be very good at speaking? What is it called out if you know the answer? And the answer is they have to be caring for their flock, for their people. If you got that right, 20 points to you. Now, moving on to, how did you score? All right, here. You got those numbers, you got your total there. Let's see what you've got. And here we go. If you got between 20 and 60, you are a beginner. That's great. You got lots to learn. If you got between 70 and 130, you did incredible. That was a tough challenge there. And if you got between 140 and 240, you are a pro. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're moving right along to woo.
All right, guys, I think you're ready for the raffle. Wait a minute. I've got some breaking news. Hold on. Yes, I'm about to tell them. Okay, here we go, guys. Before we do the raffle, this is coming the first time ever anyone's hearing about this. On Tuesday, May 12th, that's right, in just a week and a half, is Lag BaOmer, okay? A very special holiday. You started learning about it this week in Hebrew school, and next week you're learning even more about it. But guess what? On Tuesday, May 12th, there's going to be a grand virtual Lag BaOmer parade. And guess who the stars are going to be? That's right, you got it. All you need to do is send in a video of yourself doing a mitzvah and send it to www.ckids.net/th. That's www.ckids.net/th. And you're going to this grand raffle. Now, what's going to be happening at this parade? There's going to be singers. There's going to be entertainment. There's going to be so much stuff. You don't want to miss it. So make sure you send in your videos and you tune in on Tuesday, May 12th for the Grand Lag BaOmer Parade with thousands of kids from around the world. Can't wait to see you. All right, boys and girls, you know what time it is? It's raffle time! That's right. I know you've all been waiting, and I'm so proud of so many of you from all around the world have sent in your answers from last week's class. All right, we're going to do the raffle, but don't forget to put in your answers for this week, and you might be the winner that will be announced next week on Virtual Hebrew School. All right, let's dig deep in here and find out who our first winner is. Okay, here we go. Our first winner, all the way from Seagate, New York, is Daniel Volkavitinov. Well done, Daniel. We're so proud of you. All right, let's dig down here and find out who our second place winner is. It's none other than Eitan Freitlander from Massachusetts. Well done, Eitan. And our third and last place winner for this week is none other than Jonas Granger from Texas in the United States. Well done, Jonah, and well done to all of our winners. Well done. I'm proud of you, and let's see who our next week winners are. From all of us here at the C Kids Virtual Hebrew School, Shalom.